I am Chuka, and this is my submission video for Advanced Software Engineering Component 2. I have filled in my email, surname, first name, student ID, and the course level. I'm in group 4, statistics group. I understand that I must upload my full code to the upload link on my brackets by the deadline. If I do not upload by the deadline, I will be subject to late penalty. Yes. I am recording a YouTube demo showing this form on the screen and explaining my code with each question, and I will submit this form. Yes. Understand that if my YouTube demo video is over 15 minutes long, I'll have to verify my YouTube account. Yes. I will put chapter markers in my video for each question. Yes. I will read the assignment and the instructions before asking questions. Yes. I have used the latest Boost programs found in this link, and I have checked that I have the latest version of Boost.tlr. Yes. GitHub username. My GitHub username is Chuka007 as you can see here. And what is the link to your repo? It's being GitHub mentioned. This is the link to my repository. Paste the link to your documentation site. When clicked, it should show your full documentation. Yes, this is the link to my documentation site. Total number of commits by the part 2 deadline. I have 51 commits by the part 2 deadline. At least 5 more documented commits. Yes. Updated README with full details. Yes. Use of interfaces. Interfaces to be used for all classes where appropriate. Show in your code and explain how you have used these. Yes, I have used interfaces in my code. So I re-implemented the library from scratch, and I have some basic interfaces: command, shape command, graphics command, and I also have the interface canvas for the general canvas. And this is the canvas class implementing the canvas interface. I have the draw triangle class implementing the graphics command interface. Same as the draw rectangle class implementing graphics command, I have the array command implementing shape command, and some other implementations of each of the commands. For the unit tests for my classes show in your code. Yes, I have written unit tests. Some of the unit tests I've written: unit tests for draw to class, unit tests for draw rectangle class, unit tests for the draw triangle class, and amongst others. Unit test documented with XML comments clearly showing its purpose. Yes, I have XML comments for my unit tests. So from here, I have comments for the general test, and I also have documentation comments for each test case inside the general test class. Unit tests run and pass. Show them running in the testing framework, giving all green ticks. So I'm going to click on run tests, and you'd see it's running the tests now. And you see all tests pass. Design patterns. Your project should be written using the design patterns where appropriate. Yes, factory design pattern used for command generation. Show it in your code and explain how it works. Yes. If you see the shape maker class, it is using the factory pattern to map the user's input to the appropriate command class for it. So if the user enters right, it will map it to the right text command. Rectangle would map it to the draw rectangle command, and so on. Additional design patterns. Show any other design patterns. I have used the strategy pattern in my code, and you can see it here in canvas.cs, where I have different implementation strategies based on the user's input in multiple line command.cs. So I have different implementations of the commands with the same structure, but depending on what the user inputs, would use a different strategy. Implementation details. Before you move on, show that you've got the latest boost.dll library installed. Show the output from boost about method, which reports version. If you have totally rewritten the library, then just say so. Yes, I have totally rewritten the library from scratch. Replace int class. Show it running unrestricted int and put an image of it running in the same directory. Show the program running through your code. So the code to run the int class is in this same multiple line command file for handling all the commands, and to run unrestricted int.boost. And as you can see, it runs unrestricted int.boost. Here's the link to the image file in my repository. Replace class, show it running unrestricted reals. And it's here in the code also, but using the same implementation as the int class, it's just handled reals as double. And to show it running unrestricted reals doubles, I will just copy this. Firstly, I need to clear and reset the marker. And you see the command running unrestricted reals double. Paste the link to the image repository. Leave all links blank if you have answered no. Replace array class. Show it running unrestricted arrays doubles. Yes, I've also implemented the array class, as you can see I showed earlier, the array command class for handling array inputs from the user. And when I get to run unrestricted arrays, basically again I need to declare the canvas and reset the position. And running unrestricted arrays, as you can see, it works. This is the link to my image file in my repo. If while and for whilst working unrestricted, show it running unrestricted whilst and put an image of it running in the same directory as the program. So the unrestricted whilst is also handled in this multiple line command file. I go to while, you see once the user enters a while command, it maps to the execute while loop function, and to run unrestricted whilst, I'll copy this and paste it here. I need to clear the canvas and reset the marker, and you can see it running unrestricted whilst. For those working unrestricted, show it running unrestricted forms and put an image of it running the same loop. Show the code for the for class. Again, if you see the for, it goes to the execute for loop function for the inputs for the for command, and running it unrestricted fors. I will need to clear the canvas, reset the marker, and this is it running unrestricted fors, as you can see. Also pasted the link to the image file in my repository. If working unrestricted, show it's running unrestricted if so boost and the image of it running the same directory as the boost program. Else was working in unrestricted. Else will work without restriction, so you have to show and explain how you do it. Yes, so I have the if and else working unrestricted. So you can see the if statement goes to maps to the execute if statement, and this is an a recognized command, and it handles the else statements the same way if else is handled in C#. And to run unrestricted ifs, I'll just copy this and run it. As you can see, it works. So unrestricted if and else is also work. I've pasted the links to my image files in the repo. Replace method class, show it running methods. I also replaced the method vocal. So yeah, this is one of the implementations in my code with the methods dictionary. And I would run unrestricted methods. To run this, I need to clear the canvas and reset its position and run the script. As you can see, it runs unrestricted methods. And I have pasted the link to my image file in my repository. Have you done anything that's additional and substantial? This is not just all the same or something challenging. Yes, I have replaced the parser, also implemented this library from scratch, added some error handling and some functionality. I also added a redesign of the graphic user interface. As you can see, it's not the basic user interface. With this, you can import scripts. You can save the script that you just ran, and you can also run single line commands. You can also fill color to make it fill the canvas. And yeah, I've also done those are some of the additional functionalities I have added. Facilities used, AI used, I used ChatGPT and Copilot for troubleshooting and fixing errors I run into while writing my code. Libraries used NUnit for testing, MOQ, and Coverlet. Other non-standard facilities used none. And I understand that I must upload my code to my backend